you ever questioned whether the decisions you make are truly your own? Consider the possibility that the choices you believe define your path might have been carefully planted by unseen forces long before you ever realized it. Welcome to a journey of awakening, a journey into the art and science of subtle influence. Here, you will discover that real power does not come from shouting orders or imposing will. It comes from mastering the hidden language of the mind. For centuries, history has celebrated those who inspire revolutions and spark transformations. These trailblazers were not the ones who forced change by brute strength. They were the quiet architects of influence. They understood that when you learn to guide others through a combination of emotion, repetition, and carefully crafted messages, you become a true leader, a master of destiny. In psychology, this is not manipulation in a negative sense, but the art of aligning human behavior with powerful, transformative ideas. Research in cognitive psychology reveals that much of what we do is not the product of conscious decisions, but the result of subtle mental cues and repeated messages. This phenomenon, often referred to as the illusory truth effect, shows us that when ideas are presented persistently, our minds begin to accept them as truth. In our everyday lives, our thoughts and beliefs are shaped by exposure to these persistent messages, making it clear that our sense of free will is often an illusion. Imagine the skill of a master strategist, someone who positions every piece on the board so precisely that their opponent feels in complete control, while every move has been anticipated. That is the nature of true influence. It is a quiet force that works behind the scenes, never aggressive, always precise. It plants the seed of an idea in such a way that, as it grows, the target believes it was their idea all along. This is not about deceit. It is about understanding the intricate dance of the human mind. The power of influence is rooted in three fundamental principles: exposure, repetition, and emotional connection. First, exposure. The mind resists abrupt changes, but when a new idea is introduced gradually, it begins to see it as part of the familiar. Think about how you adapt to a new habit. Small, incremental steps are far more effective than a sudden, forceful push. This psychological truth teaches us that change is best achieved when it is introduced softly, allowing the mind to acclimate and accept it. Second, repetition. A single exposure may pass unnoticed, but repeated exposure weaves an idea into the fabric of our consciousness. Studies in behavioral psychology confirm that repetition not only reinforces memory, but also builds an emotional association with the idea. When you consistently present a message in different forms, it transforms from a simple thought into a deeply held belief. This is why visionaries repeat their message until it becomes a rallying cry. Because repetition builds certainty, even in the absence of tangible proof. The third principle, emotional connection, is perhaps the most potent of all. Emotions are the true engines of human behavior. Logic and reason may guide our thoughts, but it is our feelings that ultimately drive us to act. When an idea resonates emotionally, it bypasses the barriers of skepticism and resistance. It stokes the fires of passion and fuels the desire for change. Whether it is the fear of loss, the thrill of success, or the deep-seated need for belonging, tapping into these emotions transforms an abstract concept into a force that compels action. Consider the psychological principle of social proof, which tells us that people naturally follow the lead of others. When an idea is embraced by a group, its power multiplies. It becomes a shared experience, a movement that unites individuals under a common banner. This collective belief reinforces each person's commitment to the idea, making it almost impossible to abandon. The more people who adopt the idea, the stronger its pull becomes, creating an unbreakable cycle of influence. At the heart of this process is the paradox of control. True influence does not come from overt commands or coercion. It comes from giving others the illusion of choice. When someone feels that they are making their own decisions, they become more deeply committed to those decisions. This is why the best leaders do not force their ideas upon others. Instead, they nurture an environment where their vision feels like a natural extension of the listener's own thoughts. It is this subtle guidance that transforms ordinary persuasion into a powerful, almost magnetic force. Listening is an essential element of this dynamic. In psychological studies, active listening has been shown to build trust and create an emotional bond between individuals. When you genuinely listen to someone, you affirm their worth and make them feel valued. This connection opens the door to influence, as people are far more likely to accept ideas from someone they trust. By mastering the art of listening, you position yourself as a confidant and advisor, a role that carries immense persuasive power. Yet with great influence comes immense responsibility. The ability to shape thoughts and steer behavior is a double-edged sword. History is littered with examples of brilliant tacticians whose unchecked ambition eventually led to their downfall. The moment you begin to view every interaction as a potential opportunity to influence, you risk losing sight of authentic human connection. It is crucial, therefore, to balance ambition with integrity. Use your power not to dominate, but to uplift and empower, and never forget that true leadership is built on respect and genuine care. Now is the time to challenge the status quo. Break free from the chains of passive acceptance and embrace the potential that lies in understanding the human psyche. Each interaction you have is a chance to refine your skills, a chance to transform not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. By mastering these psychological truths, you step into a realm of possibility where your actions shape not only your future, but also the future of your community. Every day presents a new opportunity to take control of your destiny. Understand that your mind is a powerful tool, capable of both incredible insight and profound change. Embrace the responsibility of using that power wisely. Learn from the great minds of psychology and history who have shown that influence, when wielded with care and precision, can create waves of transformation that ripple through generations. As you walk this path, remember that your journey is not about manipulation for selfish gain. It is about awakening to the realization that the true art of influence lies in inspiring others to reach their highest potential. It is about igniting the spark of self-belief and empowering those around you to see beyond the ordinary. The ideas you plant, when nurtured with passion and persistence, have the power to revolutionize lives. I challenge you today to become the master of your own mind and the architect of your future. Stand tall and face the challenges of life with the boldness of a true visionary. Do not be content with the illusion of control. Dare to seize it and redefine what it means to lead. Let every word you speak, every action you take, resonate with the power of your convictions. This is your call to rise above the ordinary, to harness the timeless principles of psychology, and to leave an indelible mark on the world. I am Midnight Alpha, and I invite you to join me on this extraordinary journey of self-discovery and influence. Together, we will challenge the limits of what is possible, inspire lasting change, and create a legacy of fearless leadership. If you're ready to transform your mindset and unlock the secrets to true influence, then don't hesitate. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with everyone who is ready to break free from the chains of conventional thinking. Let's ignite a revolution of thought and build a future where every voice matters and every decision is a step toward greatness.